Friends, as we said earlier, and as you would be able to observe in your parish, today is Gaudete Sunday. This is marked by the liturgical color of rose. All Christians are called to rejoice, for the Lord is near. The prophecies of old had been fulfilled in Jesus, as attested to by his message to John the Baptist in the Gospel today. The blind and the lame are healed, and the good news is proclaimed to the poor. Let us look at some reasons for rejoicing in the Lord. Friends, we rejoice for the Son of the Most High was given to us. This Son, born in a lowly manger in Bethlehem, ushered in the final and definitive era of God's mercy and justice for us. Divinity and humanity are united in the very person of the Son of God, and from Him, communion with God flows to us, His brothers and sisters. The Son was given for our salvation. He was the same Son who cried to the Father on the cross, shedding His blood, that we may be reconciled to God in His very person. As a corollary to this, we rejoice, for God revealed Himself to us through Jesus. He Himself said, "Whoever sees me sees the Father." We ask ourselves, where do we find Jesus so as to see the Father? We encounter Him first in the Gospels, and we rejoice to see in Jesus the image of a merciful, compassionate, and forgiving God. As a brother, Jesus understood frail and weak human beings whose temptations and struggles He also experienced. Jesus rightfully said that He could be seen in the hungry and thirsty, in the naked and homeless, in the sick and suffering, and those imprisoned. Extending our merciful hands to them is an occasion of rejoicing too, for in them we commune with God who made Himself poor in Jesus. Then, friends, we rejoice, for God remained true to His promise. We believe that the vision of the prophet Isaiah of a maiden who would give birth to a child was fulfilled in Mary and her son Jesus. In Bethlehem, even the Gentiles, represented by the Magi, paid Him homage, thus fulfilling the joyful prophecy that various races would come to see Him and worship, ushering a time of reconciliation. Guided by the star, the Magi sought the true King. We rejoice because in the presence of many lords and rulers of this world, we know who the true King is. Finally, we rejoice in His holy name. The prophet Isaiah foretold that the child of the Virgin would be known as Emmanuel, God with us. And Jesus made the people around Him experience the nearness of God in His healing, meals, friendship, solidarity, and life-giving word. The angel told Mary that her child would be known as Jesus, a name that means God saves, and He saved us by the blood of His cross. Through the inquiry made by John the Baptist, we know that Jesus bears the name Christ, the Anointed One, the Messiah. We believe that Jesus was truly filled by the Spirit as He liberated us from everything that oppresses us, especially sin and death. So friends, rejoice, because God is with us. He saves us and He liberates us. Rejoice, for God is true to His word and promise, all in Jesus.